Okay, hi guys. So this is going to be another one of my crummy videos, but hopefully it'll be helpful. I don't put a lot of time into these because it's more just about the functionality of them. Anyway, so today's video is going to be putting on the heated grips. Yes, the beautiful heated grips. Now I'm in Florida, and you guys might be wondering why the heck is you need heated grips in Florida. Well, it does get cold here, believe it or not. And I didn't think I would need them, but last year, through the winter time, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll put them on. What the heck? Spoil myself a little bit. Oh yeah, that's my Yamaha back there. This is my baby. So I'm going to go ahead and run through this, and I'll show you the highlights. Okay, so it does come with instructions. Not bad. Gotta wonder who writes the English though. I mean, scope of supply, really? Shouldn't have say something more like contents of package? Whatever. Step 1 is something about removing the headlight mask. We might not have to do that. Somebody on the ADV Writers Forum had a cool idea, so we'll try that in a minute. But of course, step 1 is going to be to remove these hand guards. You know, no big deal. You can take those screws out. Bolts, whatever, and I'll be right back. Okay, so just after cracking that a little bit loose, you can see how it's like a two-piece wedge design here. Pretty simple. Just pull it right out. Bang, bang. No problem. Now to get these off, I read on the forums about the glue and all that, but I mean, like someone else said on the forum, I mean, I'm not going to put these back on, so why struggle with taking them off? I'm just going to put a razor blade to it and whack them right off. So here we go. Okay, so this one cut off real easy, no big deal. This one cut off, but then of course I hit the part that's kind of glued on here. So maybe cutting it wasn't the best way. I don't know. So now I just have to work this and kind of peel all this crap off. So, no big deal. Okay, I got most of that cleaned off, just scraping it. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, on the forums I keep talking about two screw holes on this side, but really the only one that I found was right here. I don't see a second hole. Looking around for us, I don't see another one. Interesting, huh? Unless maybe this is covering it. So, well, we'll see what happens when we get further down the road. Okay, so the instructions say that for the right-hand side, to loosen up, or to open up, you know, the switch housing, which is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 4 screws. Take that out. Maybe then this also comes off, this throttle tube. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so it said loosen. I ended up having to take the whole switch plate off here, and once I do that, it looks like this just pops right out like that. So this is going to come off. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so now the next instruction just says to put the right heated grip in place, you know, and then screw it back together. And so it looks like there's a little notch that fits, you know, in the groove of the heated grip. So I will do that. Okay, so I slid the grip in place, started to screw this on. Then I noticed, you see this little notch right here, and this little notch right here. So that'll help you to get it back exactly where it was, which I have not done. So I'm going to push that forward a little bit so it fits properly. Okay, so I went ahead and put the handguard back on, tightened that back up. You can see what I'm saying about the notch, so we're back in spot where it was before. And hey, it turns. Cool. It's kind of weird how this wire is going to be there though. And I guess it's going to attach with the rest of the wires, but it's kind of strange how this is going to have to move like that around. Anyway, okay, that part's done. Now I'm going to move on to the left grip, which is a lot easier. Position the heat grips and screw. Huh, okay. I don't think I got a screw, actually. Anyway, let me go check it out. Contents does say one screw right there, right? I'm looking all over the package for the screw, and I think the screws are already in the hand grip right there. And so that's what they're talking about. See it right down in there. So don't go looking all over. It's probably right in the grip already. And lining up the holes, it does look like there should be a second hole right across the other one, but I sure as heck don't see it. I'm thinking this might be in the way, so I'm gonna nudge this over just a little bit and take a look. So there was no second hole on the top here. I'm telling you guys, there's not a hole there. See, look, well, maybe you can't see that, but I tried drilling it like one of the other inmates did, and I don't have a good metal drill to go through. I mean, a metal bit to go through this handlebar. It was really tight, but I managed to get the bottom bolt or screw, whatever, in place. I put the handguard back on. So it's a little loose. I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of wiggles. That's going to drive me crazy. So what I'll probably do is go to the store tomorrow and get a metal bit and drill that hole out and put the other screw in. So, okay, that's done. Now I'm going to run these wires, along here and along here and get them down to center point. And so here's the part. So the instructions say to take off this to get behind the headlight to where this all connects. I've done that before. That's a lot of work. You got to take a bunch of stuff off. But one of the guys on the forum was saying that it's just right underneath here. Okay, and I'm thinking he's thinking this piece right here. You can see it. It's only held on by 1, 2, I don't know, looks like 3, 4, and this plastic piece comes off. Not this one, this one. And I'm thinking then we can get to what we need to get to. So I'm going to give that a shot. See what happens. Okay, so I took out 1. Sorry, I'm holding the light here. 2, 3, 4, and then I had to take this one out here too. 5. Sorry, can you see that? 5 back there to get this thing to drop down. What's weird is it looks like it's one piece. My lighting's terrible. It looks like it's one piece right there. And then it looks like I broke it right there. See how it's like into 2 pieces? But under closer examination, I think that's the way it is. That's not a break. You can see in the edge there that that's more of it's designed that way. So got that dropped down. I looked up underneath the headlight and I did not see anything that looked right. But I thought, okay, I'll stick my fingers up in there, and sure enough, right up underneath there, I already pulled it down, so that's what you're seeing right here. I'm sorry, guys. It's hard to do this in the dark. Anyway, I pulled down, I felt up in there, and I felt this white, well, I didn't know it was white at the time, and there it is. The guy on the forums is right. It's just right there at the bottom of the headlight. There's the white thing. Now that's the end clip, so I got to pull that end clip off to reveal the actual plug that the wires go into. So that saves a lot of time. So I'm going to go ahead and hook it on up. I'll be back. Okay, so you can't see it because it kind of all finished up in there. I ran the wires. Just followed the other wires here. That kind of just, that's hard to point out. Just kind of goes right under here. Just follow the other wires, and you'll see it goes right down in here. On both sides, pulled it through. The cable has, the right hand grip has 2 plugs. The one that's closest to the handlebars is where I plugged the left grip into. And then the one that's a little bit longer is what I plugged into the connector, which I pushed up in here now. Okay. The hardest part for me was getting this cover off of the connector. I was sitting there trying to pull. I was pulling the wrong thing. But anyway, it's one of those things where you push in here and then push up to get the top part out. I was pushing in here and trying to pull down, and that wasn't quite working. because I was actually holding it with my thumb. And then I just pushed it all back up in here. Okay, I haven't put this back yet. So, pin this cable down. I'm going to pin this one down too, but before I go any further and start, buttoning up, I'm going to go ahead and get my keys and see if they're recognized and they work. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now let's see if we can. You got to turn it on first in the settings menu. So it says settings menu, so I'm like flipping through here, looking for something that says heated grip. You know, looking, didn't see anything. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't do it right. But no, go to settings, hit the set button. So put you into the change mode, I guess you'd say, and then go down. And there's the clock date, the shift light, heat grip, aha! And that's where it's at. Put it to on, okay, and then escape out. And now hopefully, of course I don't know where it's going to be at. To turn them on and off. There we go. Now we've got a new menu called heat grip. Cool beans. And so now I can go set on that, and they're off on. Put them on maximum. Oh, I see that it moves down there. That's it. Now they're on. Cool. And I don't know if they're working or not. It probably takes a little while. I'm not going to wait around for that. But I'm going to go ahead and turn them off. And that's weird how it says off on like that, isn't it? Off on. That's kind of stupid. But oh well. And that's it. They work. Hopefully. I'll find out for sure next time I ride. Alright, now I'm just going to button up the bottom and tidy up this one cable, and that's it. Once again, I know it's kind of a crappy video, shaky and all that. Lighting wasn't very good, but these are a pain to do, and I'm only doing this to kind of give back a little, you know, for all those that have made other videos for me that I've watched. And this is just my little way of helping back. So, alright guys, happy riding. Bye.